All right, we're live, Miss Texas.
Hey, Lady D.
She says she'll check back later. I don't know if she's still here. But so basically what the title is saying, Miss Texas and I wanted to do like a rundown of some of the stuff we'll be going over tonight from what we went over from last night with the reading on the mother and some of the things that, we intuitively felt would happen overnight seems to be happening at this very moment. So is there anything that you would like to add in on that, Miss Texas?
Well, let's give people just a few minutes to kind of come on in so that way we can gather our family around.
Right. So, but whenever they watch the replay, they can kind of have a little bit of a beginning of what we're talking about. So we will be talking about the sister being taken into custody.
Yes. So from what we're hearing is that the sister was taken. I'm sorry?
We got people watching, so we can start.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hi, everybody. Like I said, I know nobody has commented too much yet, but I can see y'all are here. So we're hi, Jennifer. We're gonna do Miss Texas, like I said, kind of give a little bit of a rundown of what she knows, and then because she's been helping, she was helping me follow the case while I was picking up my kids. So, like I said, if you want to go ahead, Miss Texas, about what we were talking about last night, and then what you were picking up on, the crime scene had returned last night, correct? The last we had heard. And
yes, actually, they have been back today.
And
hey, Gypsy Soul, Jackie, Lady D, Stephanie
hello.
Lee.
So,
everybody, come on
from what we were understanding, the CPS came in overnight and took Harley out of the home. The mother called the neighbor hysterically. And then I'm not sure about what time was it, Miss Texas, that the DA showed up at their house?
The district attorney, if you guys have been following the Kelsey Barrett case, that the district attorney that prosecuted Frazee, and I guess it was KK? The same district attorney, May, visited with the family or Gannon's family for almost an hour at the house.
Right. He what a district attorney actually shows up for. A district attorney will show up at your house when a order has been indicted, like someone's been indicted for something, which means they have been charged or they are in the process of being charged. So I did just want to throw that in there. The DA shows up usually when somebody is being charged or already has been.
What we do know is I'm not 100% sure as exactly where the 17-year-old was or where she was staying. For all we know, she was staying with a friend. She could have been staying with a stepmom. We don't know.
Yeah.
She could have been staying in her own room. Those details, of course, those are all developing, but we do know that what we were told is that social services from CPS did remove her.
Last night.
Correct.
Yes. And then they came in about 5:00 and started removing more evidence from the home. And then after the district attorney and the parents were done talking for about an hour, the parents handed over the keys to the district attorney. And now they are basically taking more evidence out of the house and taking pretty much the house apart from uncertain areas.
Crime scene lab was seen moving their equipment completely into the house. It looks like that also more evidence, all the electronics, everything has been taken out of the home, including food containers from the home has also been removed.
Which we mentioned yesterday.
Right.
So that could be more. They might have been looking into the food containers to see if, because she was claiming he was sick. And then, like I said, we got a card that came out for like a point for tarot. It represented, it could be some type of substance that she used. So
they are checking that. There's also a 99% chance that the stepmom has been taken into custody because the DA doesn't come and make house calls for nothing.
That was my point. That's why I said I do want to make it clear the DA only shows up when someone's being charged, and usually a grand jury has already indicted the person, or it's happening at that very moment. So that's like you said, Miss Texas. So there's no other reason for a DA to be there other than someone's being charged.
Okay, Gypsy Soul, in regards to the abandoned mall, I believe that was actually a police training exercise that they were learning how to some sort of urban type exercise that they were training for. So that's not 100 on that.
Now, I also was sent a picture because Harley's mom, for what we know, took the truck, apparently. And I'm not sure what was the time frame on when the truck was gone again, Miss Texas. Do you remember?
Oh, on the video?
Yeah, well, the picture I sent you earlier, I'd like to show them because that was part of.
This is definitely. I haven't seen this picture, and this picture is an inside source that found this.
Right. There was a tip. This was the person found this, and then they tipped it off to the police. So this is the picture but then the picture has been removed because of the situation.
So if you guys want to see this, I mean, you're the only one seeing it.
Yes, this will be the first picture released of this. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to make sure. Okay, just give me 1 second. All right, you guys. So this is going to be the picture that was released this afternoon of what the person saw. I'm going to open up the chat box bigger, Miss Texas, so they can see the whole thing. Let me get this off the screen too.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this comment off the screen from Ann, and then it'll open up the whole screen for you guys.
Thanks for coming back.
All right. So here is the picture. I know it's gonna be a little bit hard for y'all to see, but as you can see, she said he was last seen in a blue hoodie. There's gloves, and it looks like dried blood within the snow. So this is the picture that we were sent, and this was the one that was sent into the police department.
Today.
Yes. So that is the picture so far. Like I said, and this has actually been removed. So again, y'all are the first to see this picture. So
let us know what your thoughts are. This is a group effort here. This is a collective group effort here. Bring it in.
Any other information y'all might have that y'all have come across, like I said, if y'all can drop it in the comment box or email it to me, or even to Miss Texas if she has her email. I'm not sure if she can maybe drop it in the box for y'all if y'all are interested in speaking with her. Hey,
Mika, Secret Lady, Darlene.
That was the picture, and that was a woman who said that she had pulled over on the side of the road that the mother was known to have taken, and that she was going to feed her baby, and that's what she found on the side of the road. So she called it in, and they were asked to remove the picture. So, I don't know if it was feces or blood, because when blood dries, it turns about the same color as feces. So, and I'm just saying that from what I've seen in the hospital, Carolina. So it might be. But either way, I mean, it doesn't look great. There's a pair of gloves and a piece of clothing and stuff that looks as if it's dried blood around it. Even if it's not dried blood, like I said, again, it looks like quite a bit of a mess in that picture of something wasn't right going on. And you can clearly see that from that picture. So that's why the tip was called in, and they asked the person to remove the picture. But I want to thank you to the person who sent the picture so that we could share it with y'all. But is there anything else that you wanted to add, Ms. Texas, about it?
The only thing is, I mean, obviously time will tell. I'm sure that those items are probably being processed for DNA or whatnot probably as we speak. What we do know is the family is not at the house now.
Conscious Truth. The Conscious Truth is here.
Hey, Conscious Truth.
So yeah, and then someone said, didn't he have constipation, Gypsy Soul? Actually, no, we don't think he had constipation. We think that he had the opposite, to be honest, because we think that she was somewhat putting something, like I said, last night we got the poison, there was a poison card that kind of came out, energy, and so I don't know if she was maybe slowly trying to put something into a system. Maybe that's why she called in and said that he had, well, she said he was constipated, but I think it was the opposite. So
I think this woman is saying, in my opinion, whatever she says, think of the opposite, because
yes,
everything seems like she says it was this time. Well, it was something completely different. So it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Conscious Truth said hello. But yeah, so basically, I would agree with what Miss Texas is saying. Whenever you're dealing with these kind of people, listen to what they are saying. It's going to be the opposite of what happened. So I agree with that. Like I said, so he was not constipated. She was giving him something that was making him have diarrhea is the problem. And I think he probably started to get sick enough. She didn't know what to do with him. Maybe that's when she took him on the car ride, because he was walking wobbly. And a lot of people said he seemed like he might have been drugged walking to the car on the surveillance video. So, again, it could have been if she was dropping something into his drink, like a poison. Yes, Gypsy Soul. And, yes,
and not only that, it very well could be feces, but don't forget, if there was something that he ingested, he very well could have been throwing up so much that potentially something, I mean, when you throw up that much, anything could rupture, like an esophagus or, tear in the stomach or something.
Right. Yeah. So that is the picture, though, that I showed for y'all. That's the picture that was found and reported to police that was taken down later. That's, from what I understand, got them onto that route. Honestly, like I said, I don't know. It was on the route that the mother supposedly, they knew that she took. The mother pulled over to feed her child, and when she did, she saw in the snow. Like I said, I'll show the picture again one more
Paula.
time. But it says she saw in the snow, which looked like blood, pieces of clothing and gloves. So, again, just one moment, y'all, okay? While I pull this up.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much.
Let's take this over for 1 second while I get this picture pulled up real quick, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you see their comments, Miss Texas?
No, not at the moment. Hold on. Let me flip back.
Okay, yeah, flip back and I'll be right back in a second so you can answer for them, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, what do you guys think? Are you glad that we came back on live real quick? Yes, Darlene, I got a really uneasy feeling about this too. Of course, we all have ever since this thing started. Hey, Country Girl Live, Lily, Muka, Gypsy, Paula, Kathy, Lady D. Okay, you guys. So probably what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back on live again tonight after the press conference and people have had a time to kind of process all of this in their mind. But also at the same time, I mean, we're gonna be back on live again tonight. If there's anybody in here that has any connection or a direct line to anybody of Gannon's family, whether that be Landon's family or the dad's family, they are more than welcome to come in and join. If they want to privately or anonymously call in, I mean, we would welcome them with open arms so that way they can talk. Does anybody know anybody from either Albert's side or Landon's side? I'm just checking comments. Yes, Secret Lady, there would be DNA on the gloves. But if you guys have any connections to anybody from Landon's family or from Albert's family that would like to come and speak out today or to this evening, they are more than welcome to. We want to treat everybody right and give them a voice.
Okay, I'm back, y'all. I just got give me 1 second. So what are y'all? Let's see what y'all are talking about.
So what I just told them is that if they know anybody from Landon's family or from Albert's family that want to come and speak with our group tonight, they are more than welcome to with open arms. They can do it anonymously. They don't have to show their face, just like what we're doing.
Yeah,
you know, right now.
Right now, how I'm talking, but you can't see my face. I can do that if y'all are interested.
And they can,
right?
Yeah, they can type their name as Scooby Doo for all we care. I mean, if they just want their voice heard.
Yeah, like I said, and it's all positive. We're supporting them completely. This is all about support for their family. So, like I said, as far as like Miss Texas said, you know, we want to welcome them. If anybody in his family hears this and they want to maybe join our chat and weigh in, and maybe we can help them in some way, we would greatly love for you to join us.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love for that, you know, to give them a voice. And definitely we're going to be doing it with all respect for Gannon, because we just want Gannon found and to be brought home to his loving parents and his family and friends that love him.
I agree. And like I said, and unfortunately, you know, you have people in the YouTube world who say things that are not kind towards the family. And so I want to make sure that they know when they come here, this is a safe place. Everybody is open-minded. Everybody is loving. Everybody's welcoming. And this is, if they would like to share the part of their story, we would love to help them do so and help them in any other possible way that we can.
And everybody that was here in chat last night, everybody knows that we all prayed. We were asking St. Anthony and also Archangel Shemuel to shine a light on this case, you guys, and look at the power of prayer. Look what happened today.
From all of you. All of you helped bring all of you stuff to light, just from y'all being a part of our chat. Yes, just in general, just for the last few days we've been following Gannon. So like Miss Texas said, if it wasn't for y'all helping, like everybody bringing in their energy, their good vibrations, they're, you know, praying, doing everything that we can do to find him. Like I said, I feel like that helped him a lot, you know, to be able to communicate with us and also, like I said, bring in more information, more energy, more positivity. So, and like I said, I would love to keep it going. Like I said, because like I said, this is all about Gannon. Like I said, this isn't about his horrible, you know, stepmother or anything like that. Yes, she's the one who is under whatever.
Horrible.
He is the sweetest boy, and we will make sure that he gets the justice that he deserves.
I mean, this is all about justice for Gannon right now. You know, this is so important. I mean, to keep sending that positive light and energy to him, to his mama, and to his daddy, and to his little sister.
Exactly.
Did y'all see the girl in the video that the family video they made today? What a precious little thing. Yeah. She misses her both.
Yes, I agree. Let me see.
So just a quick update before we let you guys get on your evening, getting your supper ready and all that kind of stuff. But just to recap, apparently late yesterday in the night, the 17-year-old was taken by social services into CPS.
Angelina. You're saying that we're not the first to see the picture. Sorry, because you already saw it. That's a very unnecessary comment. So you're going to be removed out of here because, like I said, this is a positive page for Gannon, and you're not welcome if you're going to bring that negativity in here. Like I said, the picture was removed. Maybe you saw it before it was removed, but as far as I know, it's the first that it's being shown in this
today.
group, in my group. Online on my page. So thanks for your opinion, but let's go ahead and move on and worry about what's actually important, Gannon, and not who saw the picture first. So
yeah, this isn't a competition, you guys.
Yeah, this is not
a competition. This is not a competition
at all. Like I said, we're not going to sit here and go tit for tat. The mother did something, the stepmother. She's in custody. CPS has taken the child into custody and her other child into custody. The DA has already came to the house to speak to the parents, which means charges are filed or are already in the process of being filed. And so, we don't need to sit here and go back and forth. And if that's something that people in the room are coming in to do, you can politely remove yourself out, because I said everybody here is all about good energy, good vibes, positivity, and being here to support Gannon's mother, father, and sister.
Yeah. So let's show some love and support for Gannon and his parents, because they have a huge, huge ordeal that they're having to deal with right now, and obviously more to come, because we don't know where Gannon is at the moment.
No, they don't. They are still currently looking for their loved one. So all of the people coming in that want to say nasty comments, you can remove yourself, or you'll be blocked out. So that's not going to be accepted on this chat. Like I said, we are welcome. So like Miss Texas and I said, we are going to be going live tonight. And like I said, and if hopefully this can, maybe someone in his family that would feel comfortable chatting and giving their side of the story can join us. We'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, like Miss Texas said, you can call in. It doesn't have to show your face. It doesn't have to show your name. It doesn't have to show anything. You don't even have to use, like I said, your actual name. Like I said, you can just do what you feel comfortable with. And when you're done, you're done. And I'm just giving his family that option to know that they do have a voice here on this channel, and we are supportive of them as far as the mother and father and daughter. And only them. We are not supportive of the stepmother. We are not supportive of the situation with the stepmother. So if there's going to be any issue with that, then like I said, please remove yourself from the chat and don't join us for the chat later if that's going to be an issue for you.
Because we have lots of moderators and lots of wrenches that will be more than happy to remove you.
Yes, exactly. Like I said, I'm going to start doing moderators for the StreamYard because I haven't done that yet. So I will, as Miss Texas and I are giving out information, and hopefully we can get a hold of a family member, so that way we can maybe get their side of the story, or we can maybe get some, not so much the side of the story, or get some more information out there that can help us find him still. We're still looking for him. So Shannon Marie is asking what was on the picture. So I'm going to pull it up one more time. And I'm going to show the picture one more time, because this would be the third time I showed the picture. So, but I'm not going to pull it up again, just so anybody knows.
Okay, enlarge the screen so that way they can get a good view as to what was found today. And it is very telling.
Do you see that, Shannon Marie? Since you wanted to see what I was talking about, do you see where it looks like it's blood dried up into the snow with the blue jacket and gloves? Or blue material with gloves and black gloves? That's what was found in the snow on the side of the road that she took, whatever route she took. And so yeah, the police asked that photo to be removed off the page, and then they used it, I'm assuming, and they're going to be using it as evidence. Otherwise they wouldn't have asked for it to be removed. So yes, the stepmom is more than a suspect. Jalen, I guess you would pronounce it. The stepmom is going to be charged. The DA has already gone to the house and spoke to the parents. So
yeah, she's already been, as far as what we know right now.
And when that happens, that grand jury indicted her already, or are doing it.
As far as we know right now, she has already been taken into custody. It does. The county sheriff's department, they also have a right to withhold the online search for her booking up to 72 hours. So I just want to let you guys know that. It is up to each county sheriff's department to decide especially on high profile cases, what the public can see for up to 72 hours.
Elisa, the picture was, I don't know what page it was posted on. It was removed. Someone sent it to me and they removed it. But they were asked to remove the picture off of the page by the police department. So they had to remove the picture off of the page. So I don't know. I'm guessing his search party group. I've only seen one so far on Facebook. I don't know how many there are, but it was in one of the search party groups. Someone had posted that picture and they asked them to remove it for law enforcement. So that's what I know about the picture. That's what I said, Darlene. It looks like dried up blood. And the reason, and I've been in medical school. I've been in the operating room. I've been changing patients' wounds. I've done all that stuff. I've radiography, patient care tech, CNA, phlebotomy. And that's the main one, phlebotomy. I deal with blood. So I'm telling you, that's dried blood in that snow. I don't think it's diarrhea. I don't think it's any type of feces. It's dried blood, straight up. And especially because of the way it's sitting there. It's not like coagulate. It's the way it's sitting in the snow. It's blood. That's what it is.
Yeah. And again, just to recap quickly, the latest updates are the district attorney, the same district attorney that prosecuted Frazee for the murder of Kelsey Barrett. He is the one that went to Gannon's home to visit and meet with the parents for over an hour this afternoon.
Yes. And that's when the parents turned over the keys and the parents and the child left and basically surrendered the house to them so that they go ahead and do what they're pleased with it. So that they're basically kind of probably going to tear down the whole inside of the areas to see what, like you said, luminol it, see where it started with and maybe where it progressed through the house, if that's where the crimes actually take place. But at this point, it looks like that's where it took place. So as you're coming in the chat room, like I said, we are doing an update on some of the information that is coming out on Gannon Stauch right now. So if you're interested in helping us try to find Gannon, if you could hit the thumbs up button, we greatly appreciate it. If you're interested on the live, we are going to be doing it in a little bit with more information. You can also click the notification bar.
Yes, Dan May, Lily. Yeah, Lily, you're correct. Dan May is the district attorney. And I think Dan May, he knows what he's doing. He's not going to let this go.
No, not, especially not if they called him in after the case is just done.
Exactly.
Actually, it wouldn't technically have to look like ground coffee if it was thrown up. Not if he just automatically started bleeding. I understand you're an RN, but I've also seen people throw up blood and it hasn't always looked like coffee grounds. And again, it's been sitting in the snow for days. So, but yes, I get what you're saying. It can give off the impression of the color of feces. So I understand what you're saying with that. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know if he was throwing up the blood or like you said, if it was from whatever she was giving him. I'm not sure, but I do feel like there was a poison given. I think he was having stomach problems, but I don't feel like in the snow it's feces. I feel like in the snow it's blood. So, like I said, T. Mays RN said, it can take on a coffee ground brown color once it hits the ground and dries a bit. So,
okay, where are all my Colorado people? Raise your hand. Where's my Colorado group? Where's my military service members?
Hey, Jay. Hey, Susan. Hi, April. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Alicia. Well, I don't know if there was, do you know if there was snow, Miss Texas, do you know if there was snow on the ground that Monday?
I don't know, you guys. I'm in Texas. I mean, we don't see snow.
Yeah, we don't have to know, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that one. I'm sorry. Hi, Muka.
Hey, Brenda. Okay, Colorado people in my military.
Yeah.
Where's my military people?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to bring your face back in. I was like, why is my face the only one here still?
I don't want to see my mug.
The W is military. Are you waving or are you saying yes, Christina? That's what she's saying.
Thank you guys so much for service. Thank you for all our Colorado people that are joining.
Yeah, Shannon, that's what I'm saying. Shannon Marie, that's what I'm saying. I think as she was driving, she was disposing of the evidence along the way. And so that's why I think there's little bits and pieces. And that's what I said. And it looks like maybe she tried to
Thank you,
cover it,
veteran.
but it kind of melted down a little bit. And that's why you could see it. That's what I'm saying. So yes, I agree with that. When she was driving, she was disposing of evidence. So that's why I think it's on the side of the road, randomly thrown into the snow.
Thank you. Real quick before we guys
I appreciate that.
Yeah, before we sign off, we will be back on live later on tonight.
Yes.
Bring your friends, bring your family, all the cool ones.
Yeah. Anybody that you think will have any interest or any type of, insight into this that could help Gannon. Like I said, again, this is all for Gannon. This is a positive chat. We are here to support his mother, his biological mother, his father, and his sister. So, like I said, and hopefully, maybe we can reach out to his family at some point so that we can maybe try to help them or exchange some type of information that, that can help them. So, and we want to let them know this is a safe place for them. So, and is there anything else that you wanted to add, Miss Texas, before we go?
Yeah, we just want to say that, we really appreciate all of our veteran members that are here, that are part of, and especially the people that are coming in from, Colorado into the chat, that are there close to where this has hit them. And for many of us worldwide, it's hit us all over the world too, Gannon's story, because what a precious boy. And he did not deserve any of this to be happening to him. Wherever he's at right now, we still need to find him physically. Even though we found him spiritually, we haven't found him physically yet. We need to find him.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, the picture is alarming. Like I said, I still have people on here saying that it's not blood, that some are saying that blood's brown, some saying our blood is red, and once it dries in the snow, again, I'm a phlebotomist, so I see blood as it dries in any situation, and I've done a lot of other things, and I'm going to tell you now, if blood's been in the snow for a few days, it's not red still.
I'm sorry, Angelina.
The red pigment is as it's flowing through your system. Once it starts to dry, no matter what element it's on, it's going to start to turn brown. So I just want to make that clear. I'm a phlebotomist. So no, a blood will not sit on the snow for days and stay red. That's not possible. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay, who are you talking about, Angelina, that not to believe what she says, she's just clickbait? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the Angelina, the one that's saying it. That's what I'm saying. She's basically saying I'm pretty sure it was her.
I don't understand. Who's clickbait, Angelina? Do y'all know Angelina?
Jay says she's mad because she wanted a free reading yesterday.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Angelina, that you don't like you don't like that. But anyway, this is all about Gannon. This isn't about a free reading at all.
Yeah, like I said, and Christina, she's referring to the girl who posted on social media. I'm not going to release her name who sent it to me because it's not my place to do so. Like I said, there's people in here who claim that they saw it, and so I'm not the first one to show it. So you could probably run back through the chat and see who was saying that they saw it before me. So they'll probably let you know what page it was on. Like I said, I'm not going to go back into my Facebook at this moment while we're doing the live and then tell on some. I'm not doing that. But like I said, the picture was asked for from the police department for her to be taking it off of Facebook and turn it into the police department, and it was taken off. And the person got the screenshot of it before it was taken off. So that's all I know. Like I said, and that's enough for me. That picture, the police department asking for it to be removed, and the fact that there's dried blood around blue stuff that she said he went missing in blue, and the fact that he also There was gloves with actually heavy duty work gloves were also with the material surrounded by blood. Kind of makes you wonder what was going on in that area. So,
but if they're heavy duty work gloves, I mean, to me, those kind of look like a man's gloves to me.
they were a man's
And
glove.
if you guys were in the live last night,
Those are people who work on ships.
we were asking, is there a man? Because the cards even showed a man. So was there a man at that house Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, or one of the three?
Yeah, well, when I asked him in my reading, I said, was someone else there? And the King of Swords showed up. And then the Five of Wands showed up underneath of it, which means the King of Swords was there. Bickering was started. And then the Hierophant came out, which, like I said, I think the Hierophant came out because she was defying her marriage. And that is what the Hierophant is about. Is the Hierophant's about truthful faithfulness, not like being faithful in marriage, being faithful to your family. And so that's why I said, that's why I felt the dad started to pick up that she wasn't doing something right. And that's where I got that from. Like I said, if you want to rewatch the video that I made, the first reading for Gannon, you can rewatch it. I said that would probably update you a lot more on that part of it. But yes, I do think there was a man involved. And I think it was a man's gloves, like I said. And the reason I say that is because I've known people who wear those gloves, and they usually are people who work on railroads, work on the ports, or they work on the roads, building the roadways.
Angie,
yes, I agree. Robbie
Angie,
White, the blue coat looks like the same coat in the video, like in the truck. Yes, what's on the ground is a different color coat.
Unconfirmed. There's an unconfirmed piece of information that's coming through that potentially a male accomplice has also been detained for questioning. Unconfirmed. Male accomplice has been detained.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying like, oh, y'all go back and watch the video, but I asked him if a man was involved, and he told me a man of the King of Swords was involved. And then that's how it went on from there. And that's when the fighting started. So I wonder if, like y'all said, if maybe he caught her doing something with this man, and so they just freaked out to get rid of him. I'm not sure. But I do know once the King of Swords showed up is when that fight started, and that's when the Hierophant came in, and then that's when I pulled next and asked if she was abusive, and the 10 of Swords came out in reverse, that the cycle had ended of abuse. So like I said, that's the only reason I'm saying, if you watch the video before we go on live tonight, that'll kind of update you on some of what came out in the original reading. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Anita, from what we understand, the witch has been
detained, at least. She ain't going nowhere. That's for sure.
She got some silver bracelets right now, no sunglasses.
Yeah, she's handcuffed to the table that she's sitting at. Let's just say that.
Hey, Linda Gonzalez.
Hey, how are you?
So what we're hearing is that the stepmother has some new connected silver bracelets with no big sunglasses. So she's going to have to show her eyes now.
Yeah, which will show everything. Eyes are the window to the soul. Yes, the daughter is in CPS custody. Just here or there. Yes, she was taken into CPS custody overnight. And then at 5 a.m., the forensic crime team showed back up to go ahead and start re-evaluating. I don't know how you'd say it, but basically start picking through the house again to see what they can find.
Yeah, the eyes don't lie. And let's see. Becky Vickers is commenting that almost all of the readers and seers are seeing the exact same thing. Yes, it is true.
Red Rum's here. Hey, Red Rum, how are you?
Red Rum.
Red Rum has an awesome channel. Also, like I said, she does like true crime. Also, she's a former private investigator, but she still practices. So, also, if anybody's interested in her, in anything that her services could help you with, again, check out Red Rum Media on YouTube. Like I said, she has an amazing channel. So, and we want to welcome her into the room also. So,
is Conscious Truth still here?
I don't think so. CPS took her into custody because they were going to take they took the mother into custody herself. So
yeah, actually, I believe a social services CPS representative.
And the reason they did that is because the father has passed, so they have to get a hold of a family member before they can give the child to a family member. So that's why she's in custody with them. It's not because she can't leave them. It's probably because they're trying to find a family member to come get her. Is probably what's going on.
Yeah, in the state of Colorado, even if she's a high school graduate, have already graduated high school, if she is not yet 18, she has to go into some sort of custody.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's what, 17? So
right.
Yeah, so yeah,
and it would be the same way here in Texas. Yeah, it would be the same way here in Texas unless you're emancipated. Yeah, emancipated. Yeah.
Yeah, like if something just were to happen to me for say, and they would take the child first, and then they would contact my parents or my sister or something like that, my first immediate family, and then they would give the child over if something were to happen to me. So
correct. Hey, Joyce, Dawn.
With Heidi's, they gave the baby to they gave Margot to her parents because of the custody issue that Shane kept bringing up. So that's the example right there. They give it to the obviously Heidi's mom was her mom, so they gave the child to Heidi's mom over Shane until they got him cleared, which he's not in my mind still, but that's a whole nother subject. Let's see. Jay said they will have abandoned and all questioning her, but they're going to figure out a lot.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, Lily, I agree. I really and truly hope she didn't make the 17-year-old help, but if she's been withholding information now for over a week and not come forward, she's in a heap of trouble.
Yeah. Oh, has it been an hour?
I imagine in the house.
Yeah, we were only meant to be on here for 20 minutes, Red Run. We were just going to do a run up real quick. Actually, we're going live again in about like an hour or two. We're going to stream again. So, as I said, we were, hoping maybe, somebody who might know the family within this chat could reach out to the family and see if maybe they would like to join us and we could help them maybe with any information that we have or they might have, and we can add it together and help them. I would just want his family to know, as far as his mother, his father, and his sister, that this is a safe place. Aunts, uncles, anybody that, cousins that would want to be here to help support him and say what a wonderful person he is and how sweet he is and all those things, and just, whatever they feel that they need to say or get out. I just want to let them know they're more than welcome to join us for our live if they choose to do so. Like I said, and you don't have to show your face or give your actual name. So I just want to let them know that.
But speaking out to the residents there in Colorado, in his town. I mean, since she has been taken in, people will probably sleep a lot better tonight knowing that she is in custody and not running loose.
Exactly. It's probably has something to do with the case why the daughter's in CPS at 17. Like I said, again, yes, that she can be considered an adult, but because of the situation, they're probably holding her there for that reason. Yes, and there was definitely some digestion problems going on. I agree, RN. What are you ripping up? Is this the stream or a future one soon? I'll share on my social media. This is just our rundown, actually, Red Rum. We're going to actually do the live one for like the whole case in about, we're probably going to do it about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the reason is just because I got my 2 kids. So I want to make sure I have them in bed and things and, you know, bathed and fed and let everybody kind of get their night routines done. And then we can go ahead, sit down and just get to the point with it. You know, let's be honest. Like I said, this is all about honesty. We're all about honesty here, you know, like I said, but in a respectful way, you know. So like I said, we're going to be respectful to his family. Like I said, we are here to support Gannon's mother, father, and sister, like I said. And so if anybody else is coming into the chat to do otherwise and support the other side, this is not the place to do it. And so if you could put like kindly like remove yourself from the chat, maybe go find a place where they are supporting the other side, you can add yourself to that chat. But again, like we're here for Gannon's family only and to support Gannon, and everybody in this chat room is here for the same.
Exactly. And we support, I mean, we found him spiritually, but Gannon does need to physically be found. Where is Gannon? What did she do with him? Hopefully they already have all of his the GPS coordinates, the cell phone tower pinging.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's probably how they knew what road that she went on that road. And that's why that stuff was on that road, because she was pinging off the towers. And so MD wants to know, how do we know that CPS took her daughter? Even though we've answered this question a few times, but we can go ahead and answer it again.
Right. Yeah.
Her daughter was taken overnight through CPS. She is in custody. It is a fact. So, like I said, and she also, the mother herself is in custody. She's being detained. DA showed up to the house and then they stayed for an hour. They talked with the parents. The DA is always brought in when a case is indicted, which means charges are going to be pressed in some sort of way if they're not already pressed. And like I said, so that's what they did. He talked with the family for about an hour. The family handed the keys to him and they left. So that's what's going on currently at this moment. The house, again, is being taken apart for evidence.
That is correct, Linda Gonzalez. Dan Mays is the district attorney on the Patrick Frazee case for the murder of Kelsey Barrett. So if you guys followed that, it is the same district attorney, and he personally went to the house and visited with Albert and the mom. He was there for over an hour. The crime scene took over the house, brought in their equipment. So I imagine that they are probably doing whatever they got to do to get the rest of evidence or any other evidence that they need.
They want Annette wants to know if he has a sister called Mia. Isn't it Lena, the youngest one? I know he has.
Sister is Lana.
What was it?
Is it Lana?
I think it's
Aina, Lana.
Uh-huh. No, you're fine, MD. Like I said, we're just trying to like kind of do a quick rundown. Like I said, just because so much is coming out, and then like I said, it's getting that time where everyone's getting home, taking care of their kids, feeding them, bathing them, doing homework. So we want to give everybody a chance to do all those things before we go ahead and start our live. Like I said, if you're coming in the chat room and you're interested in being a part of the live later so that we can help find Gannon and with the new information that we just got,
correct,
greatly appreciate it if you could give the chat a thumbs up, and then you can go ahead and click on the subscribe bar and the notification bell, and that will let you know when we come on live in a few hours to discuss the case again. Like I said, we will be following. Miss Texas will be joining us again. So she will be giving her inputs, and I will also have my cards. So if we need to use any tarot cards at any point to clarify the situation, we will do so. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get ready to sign off. Is there anything else, Miss Texas, you would like to add before that I sign off?
No, I'm just asking that, that prayers go out to this family. This has been, they are in extreme agonizing pain. They are having to face probably the unthinkable. And, but I know that they're strong. I know that they are a praying family. Just ask if the angels wrap their angel wings around them and keep them protected right now. And actually, I think that the district attorney needs to have a prayer for him too, because I mean, this cannot be easy for him.
Right. And then Robert's girl is new here. So let's say hello to Robert's girl. She's new to the page. Like I said, we'd love to have you as a part of the Southern Soul family. So if you'd like to click and subscribe so you can be a part of the conversation tonight, we'd love to have you as a part of it. Yes, I do still feel the fire was involved, but I don't feel like the fire was involved on purpose. I think whenever that's why I kind of say, if you go back and watch the reading I did of the of him, when I asked my last few questions, I asked who was he last with, a man or a woman? He told me the King of Swords. And then I asked him why, like, what was the King of Swords doing? And he told me fighting, like bickering, like it was bickering back and forth and fighting. And then the Hierophant came out underneath, which means the Hierophant was saying that it was basically, like I said, when the Hierophant is there, he is all good, he is all knowing, he is all godlike, he's tradition, marriage, faith, all those things. So yeah, so he told me he was with the man last that was bickering, and the Hierophant came out to confirm that on a spiritual level. And then when I asked him if he was physically abused by the mother, or if he was abused by the mother in any way, he had gave me the 10 of Swords in reverse, like I said, and that's the controversial card that is moving in the reading. So again, it moves while I speak, so I'm not really sure what was going on. I didn't see it move, but it moves twice to my understanding. So again, if y'all want to check that out before we get into our live tonight, that might be able to go ahead and update some of the people who aren't really sure. But we do have a few videos on Gannon if y'all want to check that out. So like I said,
okay, I'd like to address this one last time before we get back together tonight. But I know that there is I want to address Melissa. She says, as of 3 p.m., EPSO says no one is in custody at this time, so there is many conflicting information. That is true, Melissa, and because of the fact that this is a high-profile case, the sheriff's office, they have a right to seal any type of public information on their booking sites for up to 72 hours. So it may show up in the middle of the night tonight, and they may not show it up until Saturday. I mean, that's their right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if y'all don't see anything yet, it's not because, like I said, but the neighbors have already confirmed in the neighborhood with, actually, I'm speaking to someone who is actually speaking to the mother of Landon and his aunt, Gannon's aunt, and they are saying that the neighbors have confirmed that all of these things have been going on. So that is also another tip I have been getting from inside the neighborhood.
Right there, guys. You heard it right there.
Yeah. So all the neighbors are saying
confirmed.
Yes.
This is being confirmed from Landon's side of the family, from her aunt.
Actually confirmed from Gannon's mother and Gannon's aunt that there is the stuff going on in the neighborhood that is being claimed, and it is them genuinely coming from their accounts. So, yes, everything that has been reported as far as the girl being taken into CPS, the house is still being taken apart, and everything else, like I said, with the mother being detained, all of that is true according to the neighbors that are living right next door to them.
You're good, Melissa. And you know what? I was also kind of freaking out too earlier, because when I heard this going down, I'm like you, Melissa, I checked myself. And then I got in contact with someone, and they told me, they said, do not expect it, because of sensitive nature and being high profile, they have the right to withhold it from the public site. So, honey, you are fine, Melissa. You are fine. You are more than welcome to be here.
Yeah, no. Like I said, and again, I just have a very loud voice. So if I come off like harsh in any way, I'm not being. I just like, the thing is like, believe us, we go over our facts many times before we even come on here and even start to say it, you know. So like I said, the only reason I have released, you know, the information about the neighborhood from the source that I have on the inside is because it's a source that is directly speaking to Gannon's mother and Gannon's aunt, and they are letting them know, as in actual time what is going on in the neighborhood. So that is the source that I'm getting. Like I said, and again, I don't feel the need to release it because I don't think that it's relevant at this point.
And also, I do want to mention something else. I know there's been a lot of controversy as far as why the dad kicked the stepmom out of the house. Well, just so that you guys know, the video that we just seen, actually, that is the video when since last week that Albert saw with the detectives and broke down crying. In fact, it made the detectives break
and that's
down.
actually, he broke down crying and said, I knew she was lying. I knew she did it. And that was an actual quote. Again.
And that is why he got the green light.
Yeah.
He had already gotten the green light from the police, with the police and the sheriff's department, that it was fine for him to go ahead and get her on out of the house.
Exactly.
Just because of the nature of the circumstances.
Right.
That's why she's been out.
Yeah.
My gosh, he has Atlanta there too.
Yeah,
I mean,
worry about his other child.
Yeah.
And then the one that was in there long for the other one.
So I just wanted to clear that up for you guys in case people were still asking, well, why did she have to leave and blah, blah, blah. Because this information, he had this, they've held on to this for over a week.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, you guys. So I know everybody's asking what time we're going to be coming back at. Like I said, right now Miss Texas and I are both in Texas. So it's 6 p.m. where we are pretty much. So we will be coming back on in about 2 hours. So I'm not great at adding that up for y'all math-wise, but it's 6 o'clock where we are. So 2 hours from now, if y'all, like I said,
y'all get your supper on. So we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, once you're done eating supper and putting your kids to bed and all that kind of stuff, we'll be here. So like I said, we're going to do live streaming again. And like I said, like Ram said, everybody who is trying to help Gannon in the most positive way is more than welcome here. Like I said, and just support for Gannon, his mother, his father, and his sister. Like I said, that is what this is for. Like I said, if you're interested in doing so, like I said, please go ahead and click the subscribe bar and the notification bell so you can be included on the chat that we're going to have in about 2 hours from now to update on some of the information that came out today. So I want to thank y'all for joining us. Thank you, Red Rum, for joining us. And Miss Texas, again, thank you for joining me and everybody else, the rest of the family. We love you guys. Like I said, we appreciate everything that y'all do, and we will be seeing y'all very soon. Is there anything you'd like to say, Miss Texas, before we go?
Yes, I want to answer Angie real quick. Yes, Angie, Landon is Lana's mom as well. Both Gannon and Lana are both biological brother and sister.
Yeah, and like you said, and sometimes that's because a lot of times when people split and they move, sometimes the daughter will go with the mother, or the father, or the son will go with the father. That's just kind of how it goes. And then sometimes they switch later on. So that might have been the reason why the boy was with the father, because he was raising him to be a man. Mm-hmm. So, but yes. Okay.
Joyce Dawn is asking, can you please give your name that you would like for us to call you Southern Soul Tarot? Thank you.
What is it? What, I'm sorry, say that again.
Joyce Dawn wants to know what you want, what name you want to be called.
Oh, like if I want to be called Southern Soul Tarot, or about my name?
Yeah, whatever you want to be called. I think Joyce Dawn.
Yeah, my name's Megan, so you can call me Megan. The only reason we don't say Megan a lot is because of ugly face Megan for Mesca. And that was that's Miss Texas is doing. She said she felt it was a dishonor to my name.
We don't say her name.
Yeah, she said she felt it was a dishonor to my name, so that's why we call Megan ugly face. But yeah, my name's Megan, so y'all are more than welcome to call me Megan. So like I said, yeah, so we're hitting about an hour now, and like I said, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off, get our kitties to bed and fed and all that kind of good stuff, and we will see y'all at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So
bring your cool
friends, bring your family, bring anybody that you think will help us and Gannon find him and get this solved for his family.
All right, guys, get your supper on. We'll talk to you later tonight. Love you guys. Smooches.
Love you.
Light, and prayers.
Hi, Riley. I'm sorry, we're signing out, Riley, but it'll be replay and we'll be back on in 2 hours. Okay, sweetie? I know you like to catch on to the chats, but we'll be back in 2 hours. All
and
right.
For my Spanish friends, gracias por todo. Buenas noches. Hasta la vista.
Yo quiero street tacos.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I said that right.
Tacos de asada.
Yeah, I think Taco Bell dog said that better than me. All right, but all right, so we'll see you guys in 2 hours. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click off. Love you guys, y'all are the best, and we will see you soon. Hold our crystals, biatches. We're coming back.
Yeah, 2 horas regresamos.
All right, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.